Most people think investing is about picking winners, the right stocks, the right timing, the right calls, and that is exactly where most people fail to manage their money well. Real world investing isn't about being right all the time, it's about surviving the times you're wrong. In peer to peer lending, there's no crystal ball. You can't predict exactly who will repay early, who will delay, or who might default. But there is one strategy that safeguards you in peer to peer lending. That strategy is diversification. Welcome to episode 7 of the P2P Lending Playbook. Today, we're talking about the most powerful risk management tool in P2P lending and why it is the difference between steady outcomes and sleepless nights. You've heard this line before: don't put all your eggs in one basket. In peer to peer lending, this is not a motivational quote. It should be followed like the Bible. Let's say you lend 50,000 to one borrower. That borrower could be honest, they could have a stable income, everything could look perfect on paper. But reality doesn't care about paperwork. In case of a medical emergency or a job loss, your entire 50,000 could be exposed to one person's situation. Now take the same 50,000 and spread it across 100 borrowers. Now borrowers can still default, but now no single borrower has an impact on your overall portfolio. That's the real difference. Diversification doesn't remove risk, it shrinks the impact of risk. Let me make this very real. Meet Rahul and Priya. Rahul likes things simple. He lends 50,000 to 5 borrowers, 10,000 each. Everything looks fine until one borrower stops paying. Now, Rahul just lost 20% of his capital, all because he concentrated too much money in too few hands. Now, Priya lends the same 50,000 but spreads it across 200 borrowers, 250 each. If one borrower defaults, she loses 0.2%. Most days, she doesn't even notice it. You see, she diversified. She designed her portfolio for real life, where things can go wrong sometimes, and that is okay. Here is why diversification is especially powerful in P2P lending. Unlike markets, earnings here don't come from prices going up or down. They come from contractual repayments. Every month, hundreds of borrowers are paying back principal and interest on defined schedules. So even if a few borrowers delay or default, the rest of the portfolio continues working. That is why experienced peer-to-peer lenders do not panic over single delays. Now the obvious question: how do I actually do this without overthinking it? Well, here are some simple principles. First of all, granularity. This just means keeping your exposure low per borrower. The lower the amount per borrower, the less power any single borrower has over the outcome. Take 250, 500, 1000 per borrower. And even if you're lending 10,000 to one borrower, diversify it across hundreds of such borrowers so that even if one borrower defaults, your overall exposure is diversified. Second is consistency. Diversification is not a one time event. As repayments come in, realize them. Most people prefer to lend the principal and interest they received, and sometimes they add more principal on top of that, month after month. This keeps your portfolio wide, fresh, and resilient. This is where platforms matter. At LendDenClub, the system is designed to support diversification by default. Instead of pushing lenders to pick winners, the platform encourages spreading their money across many borrowers, across tenure, risk categories, installment types. And because Lending Club operates as an RBI registered NBFC P2P, there are strict rules such as how money flows, how risk is disclosed, and how platforms behave. The structure doesn't eliminate risk, but it prevents chaos. And in finance, chaos is far more dangerous than measured risk. Here's something most people don't want to hear. In P2P lending, you don't need every borrower to perform perfectly. You just need most borrowers to behave normally. See, diversification allows average behavior to win. You're not hoping for miracles, you're designing for probability. So here's the takeaway: P2P lending is not about finding the right borrower, It is about building a portfolio that doesn't care when one borrower is not perfect. Diversification is one of the best strategies that lets you earn regularly without being emotionally attached to individual outcomes. If you're ready to build a resilient, diversified P2P lending portfolio, head over to the LendDenClub app and let structure do the heavy lifting for you. This was episode 7 of the P2P Lending Playbook. We'll meet you in the next one where we discuss how escrow mechanism really works. See you then.